So one of the biggest problems our students have, or divers that are not our students and they have brand new masks, is fogging. That is always a problem, especially with a brand new mask. I don't care if you have a $20 cheapie or a $200 Halcyon. If it's new, it's gonna fog. That being said, there's a lot of different things you could do to prepare your mask and get it ready and hopefully have less fog. So let's get into that. All right, so the first method, they call it controversial, but I've everywhere in the world I've been, this is what they do. It's just burning. So I don't care what they tell you, it's too dangerous, don't do it. You have to do it. So I'm gonna just grab a mask off the shelf. We'll have to remember we did it already. This one still has a sticker on the outside. But, so these masks, the lens comes in like a protective film, and you have to burn it off. You just have to. I've seen videos where they're like, don't burn it. You might burn the silicone or whatever. But I've done 1,000 times. I've never. I mean, you guys have common sense. Just do it. And if you don't feel comfortable, have your instructor, dive master, whoever at the shop do it, because they've done it 1,000,000 times. Okay. So the reason we do it is just to melt off that film on the inside, because no matter how much you clean it or whatever, put a little defogger, it's gonna fog if you don't do that. All right, so what I like to do is just have the very tip of the heat right on here, and I'll see if I can get it on camera, and melt it off. All right, you see that? Okay, might be getting a little hot, so I'll move on to the other side and do it again. So you see, I didn't really get on the edges yet. I want to make sure it's not too hot, and then I'll go back, get on the edges, and you can just see that film burning off. So I don't care how much defogger spray or soap or spit you put in there. If you don't burn this off, it's 100% gonna fog. All right, so I can do it better. I'll let it cool a little bit and get that around the edges. And if this is a new mask like this one, if you have a new mask, I mean, we burn it 3 or 4 times. We'll go diving. We'll do it like every day until it stops fogging, because even now, even when it's burnt, it's still gonna fog. So now I'm gonna burn around the edges, get the rest, and then we'll go out and treat it like we're about to go diving. I'll show you what to do next. All right, this is a dive center. As you can see, we have a lot of soap, and next is the soap. But if you're diving like the day before, one really good method after you burn it, put some toothpaste or something like that and really scrub it down with that toothpaste. And the reason we use toothpaste is because it has that grit, you know, that little sandy like grit. You could use paste or those gels like I'm about to use that also has grit. But anyways, scrub it down and just leave it. Let it sit for like an hour or whatever, and then clean it. And then right before your dive, you'll do it again. So, well, I'm in Philippines. We have these little, they're like laundry soap or dish soaps. It's more of a gel. It's not a liquid, and it's perfect. I found out it's like the perfect consistency, all that. I found if it's too liquidy, it just kind of washes away. It doesn't leave a little film, and that's what I want to do. So, you know, I wasn't able to treat this yet because I just grabbed this off the shelf for you guys, but, you know, I don't really need to show how to clean it put toothpaste on there. But I'm just gonna go like this, just scrub it really good, get all that soot and stuff from the, you know, when I burned it, and it looks like that. It's just soaked up, all right? And now I'm gonna leave it. I just leave it on the table, and go gear up, get ready to dive, and I don't wash it. If we're on the boat and you have to do like a giant stride into the water, or you know, a negative entry or something, I'll get all geared up, my fins on the edge, and then clean it last second. But here, shore entries, we'll gear up, do all that, put the mask backwards on your head, still soaked up, go out, walk up till chest deep or whatever, put on your fins, everybody's ready, and then wash it last second. I want that soap to leave a little bit of film on the inside of the lens until as long as possible. All right, so that's why a lot of guys, when they're traveling, they bring a little dish soap this big, or they make sprays, but they're super expensive. This thing is like 30 cents, and you can see we use a lot of them. So yeah, so the reason these fog is kind of like your windshield in the winter in your car. It's all about the temperature differences. So when you have it on your face, if you're wearing it here on the surface too long, your face is actually heating it up. It's heating it up, and then you hit that water that's cold. You got cold temperature on the outside and warmer on the inside. It's gonna fog. So I like to wash it, get my face clean or wet, cooled off, put it on, and then start my descent. All right, so don't worry, it's still gonna fog the first few dives when it's a brand new mask. There's just no way around it. That's why you gotta keep practicing clearing your mask and those skills. If you wanna watch a video on that, we're working on a Dive Master skill circuit, and that includes how to clear your mask. So it's one of the most important and most used skills. I do it every day. I have a $200 mask, $250. They leak or they fog or something. I'm filming. I just need to clear it. It's super common. I don't want you to worry. You're gonna get fog. But now that my mask is, I don't know, 6 months old or something, I really don't get fog unless I forget the soap. I don't have to burn it anymore. You only need to burn it like the first 3 days or 3 dives you do, and then it should be all gone and ready. But you do have to put soap or something on the lens, let it sit. Look, it's been sitting a while. You can see I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little film on the lens, and that film, it'll just wash away and it doesn't fog. Well, it might if it's new, but still. Anyways, no matter what they tell you, you do have to burn it. I've seen guys say don't burn it, you'll melt the thing or whatever, and they recommend getting some hard toothbrush and sitting there scraping that stuff off. That is literally impossible, and it would take you hours. It's a dumb idea. Nobody's gonna sit here doing that. If you're scared of burning something, I mean, you just saw me do it in 5 seconds. Have somebody do it, all right? And then if it does fog underwater, you need that grit. I've taken it off and scrubbed it with a handful of sand, put it back on, and it was fine. So yeah, that's just a little tip. Go burn your masks.